Watkins makes a nuisance of himself on Matthias, whose header out is met on the volley by Goss, and Alman stood and admired that. That's how good the shot was. Rob Newman plays it in, Matthias backpedaling, heads it up into the air, and Jeremy Goss, just look at that.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 10 of On the Ball City. As you know, we've already been crowned champions of the championship. So, what's the point in playing the last game of the season, do you ask? Is there anything to play for, or is it just a runaround? Well, today, I did mention it in the last episode, but today we could be record breakers. We did go for the record amount of wins in the league. Unfortunately, we didn't get that. We had a bit of a bad blip. But we do have a record that we can still go for, and that is the most points won in a season in the Championship by Norwich. So if we draw the game, we equal the record, which is 95 points in a season. If we win, we break a record. So that's what we're going for today. In our last game, I'll go through the fixtures with you guys in a second. But in the last game, we picked up a bit of form again, so hopefully we can go into this last game today and get a victory to finish off the season in style, if not anything else. So let's get into the game. So obviously these are the fixtures for the last day of the season. We'll quickly pop to the schedule. So obviously the last game that we played, we lost 2-1 at home to Villa. 2 fantastic goals by Taylor and El Mohammadi. Unfortunately, confined us to a defeat then. But we only had a couple of days to pick ourselves back up. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to do that. We went on a bit of a bad run. We've drawn 3 games in a row, away to Sunderland and Preston, and a 1-1 home game against Cardiff. Our last game was a home game. We beat Leeds 4-2 to get back into it. Hopefully we can take that form from the last game and not the last few games into the last game of the season, get a victory, get the record points, and finish the season in style. So, not much else to report on. I've had a few players. We'll have a quick look at the squad. A few of my players have just signed new contracts. So, Grant Hanley has just signed a new contract. Tim Close has just signed a new contract. Who else is in there? I believe Tom Tribal's just signed a new contract. I've offered Onel Hernandez a new one. Although his stats aren't fantastic, we'll have a quick look at him. So as you see, his stats aren't fantastic. He has got good pace and acceleration, good dribbling skills. But he has had a pretty good season, especially of late. And at least when I go up, even though I will get rid of some players and bring in some youth, I want to keep the core team that got promoted, and towards the end of the season he was one of my better players, so I've offered him a new contract. Houlihan will be going, his contract is expiring. James Madison has signed a new contract, and Josh Murphy and Nelson Oliveira has signed one as well. So we've signed a few new contracts, spent a little bit of money there. Kept our key players. Obviously, we'll go more into details with the squad for the pre-season episode. But for now, we'll quickly have a look at the tactics before we go into the game. I'm going to go with a 4-2-3-1. We're playing away from home, so I will go on the counter. So our lineup sees Angus go and goal. Ivo Pinto and Stiperman as the fullbacks. Closer and Hanley as centre-back. Tetty ball-winning midfielder. And Tom Tribal as the deep line playmaker. I'm just going to switch Tetty onto defend. And I might even put Stiperman on defend as well. I might try something for this game. I know it's record, but I'll put him on as a complete win back. But then I'll have Ivo Pinto as a defensive fullback. See how that works. Then I've still got 3 at the back, even though one's bombing forward. And then I've got Murphy and Hernandez on the wing. I'm going to put them on support. And then Nelson Oliveira up front. I'm going to put him as a complete forward. He can go on attack though. Actually, no, I want to put him on support as well. So very supportive, no one really attacking. And hopefully we'll see that working. So let's go for it. So a quick look at this Sheffield Wednesday lineup. They've got Kieran Westwood in goal, Hunt, Lees, Wober and Uwajan, if that's how you pronounce it, at the back. Pelopessi, Bannon and Kieran Lee in midfield. And you've got George Boyd, Adam Reach and Stephen Fletcher up front. So they've got a good forward line. It's one we need to watch out for. Hopefully this formation will work. Let's have a look. Quickly go into the dressing room. And I might be assertive with this one. Ooh, what should I go for? What should I go for? We should be winning this one. Come on, lads. Show me you can keep your run going. There we go. That'll do. Defence. I want them. I'm going to be passionate with them. A lot more to come from you. Midfield. I need my midfield to really go for it. So get control of it out there. That's what I'm going to go for. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully, by the end of today, we will be record breakers for Norwich City. So Murphy has the ball now. Will he go for the run? No, he looks to Stiperman. And the highlight is over there. Nothing much happened. And we're 3 minutes into the game so far. And although we're dominating possession, nothing much really happened in the game. But we have a throw. Long ball by Ovo Pinto. And it's hit the bar. I think that was Oliveira with the header. And didn't really get to see too much of that. It was quite quick. We're creating more chances. We've got more possession. Hanley with a shot. But nothing really concrete has happened so far. We have a free kick though. Stiperman gives it to Tribal. Tribal will look for Madison. Madison switches it to Oliveira. Oliveira to Hernandez, who cuts inside, looks for Madison. And he's lost the ball. Can they win it back? They have. Josh Murphy picks up the ball. Long ball over to Oliveira. And Norwich lead 1-0 after 18 minutes. A great ball by Josh Murphy. And Oliveira took it down in a stride. Tucked it in the bottom corner. Kieran Westwood had no chance with that. Let's have another look at it. Pelopessi with the long clearance. But it was headed down. Madison flicked it on to Murphy. Long ball over the top. He got past the defender. And he drilled it into the bottom corner. Great finish by Oliveira. And obviously signing his new contract has helped. Half an hour gone so far. Kieran Lee's picked up a little bit of a knock. Hernandez is on a yellow card. We still lead 1-0. And again, we have had more chances, more possession. The control, not control, the counter. What's going to happen here? Sheffield Wednesday have equalised. The corner whipped in, flicked on, and Wober has tucked it away. It's 1-1 now. Barry Bannon with the corner, whips it in, Reach flicked it on. And Wober had time to chest it down, take it down to his feet, and just tuck it away. It was really poor defending by Norwich. And at the moment, it's back level. And we have a free kick now. Madison whips the ball in. Hanley flicks it on to Closer. Oh, what a miss by Tim Closer. Just signed a new contract. He really should have tucked that away. And Norwich have 60 minutes or 50 minutes to get in the record books again. But Tim Closer this time doesn't miss. Another corner. This time it's whipped in, flicked down, I believe by Tom Tribal. And Closer took it down. And again, he had plenty of time in the box. No one really closing him down. And he tucked it away. Let's have another look at that. Madison, Tom Tribal flicked on Closer. Took it in his stride. Ran away from the goal a little bit, but then it gave him some space to tuck it away. So a good goal there by Norwich. Poor defending by Sheffield Wednesday. Barry Bannon's picked up an injury now. He's going to have to come off. Sawyers has come on as his replacement. And Norwich lead 2-1 at half time. At the moment, we're on for a record points haul for Norwich. Let's have a look at the updates. As you can see, 97 points. If it stays the way it is now, well, Wolves, they're playing away to Sunderland. They lead 1-0. we will finish 12 points ahead of Wolves. Reading, what's going to happen here? So Reading are 2-1 up against Cardiff. So they need Sunderland to get a goal back, so they could potentially leapfrog Wolves into the automatic promotion spot. 3 guys are down. No one else can go down. It's just them. So Bolton, Millwall, and Barnsley have been relegated. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that goes. Wolves and Reading, who will get the other automatic promotion spot. So we'll go to the dressing room. I want to be assertive. We played well, but there's still room for improvement. Defence, I want to be assertive with you now. Disappointed with your defensive efforts. You need to be better, and that's what I'm going to go for. That's my half-time team talk. We're 2-1 up at half-time. The second half now kicks off. How are we going to do here today? Adam Reach has now got the ball on the left wing. He looks to bring it forward to Sawyers, who's come on for Barry Bannon. It's a good ball to him. And Boyd with a good strike. The ex-Peterborough player. Another piece of scum. Ipswich and Peterborough. But he couldn't score. His corner is flicked away. Adam Reach picks it up. Sawyers looking to get it into the box. Good ball. And it's headed clear. And Norwich win the ball back. And that play is up. So while that's playing, we'll quickly have a look at the updates. There haven't been any more. Cardiff have equalised against Reading. That is a big goal there. And James Madison's now picked up an injury. Should I bring on Kennedy? So this is the youth player that's just been promoted. I'm not gonna bring him on yet. It's too much to play for. Passing and vision. I think we might have to go for Joe Willock. It'll be his last game. Okay, so that's what we'll go for. 35 minutes left to go. We still lead 2-1. James Madison's now gone off with an injury. He's been replaced by Joe Willock. He's got 30 minutes to impress on his last game for Norwich. He's not had a bad season. He's not been as good as he has been in my Arsenal save that I've done. Where in the second season he has been phenomenal. He's been easily my best player. So he's got a lot of potential, Joe Willock. Maybe he's someone I can snap up. But 20 minutes gone so far. It's not gone so far. We've got 20 minutes left. Nothing much is happening. And Sheffield Wednesday now have a free kick. Hooper. Doesn't come to much, but Pinto picks up the ball, looks for Willock. Willock brings the ball forward, but it's hit the defender. And it's fell to Adam Reach, and Angus Gunn saves them there. That was that was terrible. It's happened quite a few times this season. They've gone to clear and it's hit one of their own players and just fell right to the other players. But quickly while we're doing that, we'll have a look at the Reading and Wolves games. And nothing is happening there. Wolves are taking a 2-0 lead, so it looks like they will be getting the second automatic spot. I'm going to quickly, while that's playing, switch to a more defensive tactic, and Sheffield Wednesday are bringing it forward. Sawyers looking for Hooper. Hooper's lost the ball, but Sawyers picks it up. Hooper again. Looking for the overlap he found. Hunt whips it in, and Angus Gunn with an easy catch. 7 minutes to go. It's still 2-1. Can we get this record? It's a long ball by Gunn, but it's headed clear, and Hopper picks it up again. Lamo's on the ball, looks for Fletcher. He finds Adam Reach, and he's hit the post. And Norwich survive. They're living dangerously here. We might have to make a sub. There's 6 minutes to go. Alex Tetty's been poor. I'm going to bring on Harrison Reed. And Stiperman. I'm going to put him as a fullback now. On defend. We need to defend this game. I'll leave him as defensive fullback. That's fine. Hopefully. hopefully we can see it through. So 5 minutes left to go. Sheffield Wednesday are coming back into it, but we're still dominating possession. We're controlling the ball well. We're now into injury time. There's 2 minutes of injury time left, and Sheffield Wednesday have a corner. It's whipped in, and Wober again. He looks dangerous from them set pieces, but he puts it over. Now Norwich on the attack. Nelson Oliveira has lost the ball. Wober hits it long. Hanley picks it up, plays it to Harrison Reed. Harrison Reed looking for Tribal. He finds Willock. Willock plays it to Hernandez on the right wing. He plays it back to Tribal. He switches it over to Murphy. He cuts inside, plays it to Willock. Willock looks for Tribal, but again it's hit him and fell straight to the Sheffield Wednesday players, but they won it back through Ivo Pinto. Reed now. Tribal looks for Oliveira. Oliveira looking for a run from Murphy, but he stays back. Murphy plays it back to Reed. Reed to Tribal. Tribal finds Willock. Willock, can he play through Hernandez? He does. Hernandez is through, but the cross is weak. Tribal picks it up on the edge of the box, and Norwich still have the ball. Can they create something to finish this game off? He jumps the tackle, whips it in. Willock has a shot, and I thought that was a corner, but the ref has given a goal kick, and the whistle has gone. We've broken the records. Norwich are record breakers as well as championship winners, and what a fair season it's been for us. We've won the league. We've broken the record amount of points for Norwich. We've had some fantastic performances. We had a great cut run. We beat Arsenal. We beat Man United, and then had a disappointing defeat to Preston. But what a season that's been. So let's quickly have a look at a few things. Team talk. Passionate. Well done. That was a good win. We needed that. That's all I'm going to say. Let's have a look. Before we go, we'll have a look at the league. And we'll have a look at some of the stats as well. Because obviously we've got no more fixtures to go over. So let's have a look at that. Here's the league table. As you see, 28 wins, 13 draws and 5 defeats. We've scored 72 goals. We conceded 36, 97 points. It would have been good to get that 100 points, but it wasn't to be. Let's have a look at the home records. So at home, Wolves had the best record. They only lost once. And then Hull and Reading done better than us as well because we drew too many games at home. What about our away record? And that is what has won us the league. Away from home, a fantastic return of 15 wins, 5 draws, 3 defeats. Best defence away from home, only conceded 18. Best goal difference by a mile. 12 points ahead of Ipswich, who surprisingly was second in the away form, but as you can see from this, they have got a playoff place along with Aston Villa, Hull and Reading. We'll have a look at the first stage of the season. So for the first stage of the season, we were top. Only 2 defeats, 14 wins, 7 draws, 6 points ahead of Birmingham there. I wonder where Birmingham finished now, actually. I haven't really seen that. Birmingham, oh, they finished 7th. Brentford's doing well at the start of the season, end up in 14th place. And what about the second half of the season? So, as you can see, despite a poor run towards the end of the season, we still... Reading only had 2 more points than us in the second half. Ipswich had 1 more point. And again, it was the draws that really played it. We didn't really lose that many games, but it was draws. Too many draws. So there's the combined league. And as you saw, Wolves came second. We finished 12 points above them. And let's go and have a look at the stats. Let's have a look at some of the stats. So if you look at these, the key ones, best at hitting the target were Ipswich. Most crosses completed, Bristol City. Reading, most passes completed. We were up there for quite a while and dropped off towards the end. We made the most fouls, but also kept the most clean sheets. 24 clean sheets in 46 games. That's a fantastic achievement. We conceded the least, 36. Bolton won the most tackles. Average possession again goes to Reading, and then headers and goals goes to Wolves. So goals wise, we came 6th. So it's obviously something that we still need to improve in the Premier League next season. We need to have a proper goal scorer. Looking at the headers, we're 7th. A lot of them would have been from corners. Possession-wise, we were pretty good. Finished in 3rd place there. Maybe we need to get another midfielder in who's a bit better at passing. Tackles-wise, considering the amount of fouls we made, we've not really got anyone up there. So defensively, obviously going up to the Premiership is going to be a bigger step. We're going to need to have some better defenders. Although our guys have done a good job, they've conceded the least amount of goals, most clean sheets. Ipswich had a very good season, to be fair to them, even though they are the scum. Most fouls made, we are top. Passes, we're 4th. But even though we're not top for some of these, we are very close behind. Cross completion needs to be better, so we need to get some people that can cross the ball. Although I'm hoping that Murphy and Hernandez will develop next season and be better there. And then hitting the target, 40%, only 2% behind Ipswich. We're joint 2nd there. So they're the team stats. What about the player stats? We'll just have a look at the overviews. We won't go into any details. So best at hitting target is Ashley Fletcher. Dennis Sabeni was in 7th place for that. He's got an average of a goal every 146 minutes. Top goal scorer was Ashley Fletcher. The nearest person was Nelson Oliveira on 15. Obviously, I had quite a few injuries for both strikers, really, so they didn't have a consistent amount of games. Most key passes, Adama Traore, a very good player. I don't know how much he's worth. 13.5 million. So he's got great dribbling, great pace, but his crossing and his ability in the final third needs a lot of improvement. But we had no one in the top 8 there. Most assists, again, no one up there. So we definitely need to improve the midfield department. Need someone that's a lot more creative. Most dribbles per game, Traore, look at that, 8.23 dribbles per game. Josh Murphy in 6th place with 4.29. He had a very good season, but he played only 27 games, 7 as a sub. And distance run, got no one up there as well. Most tackles, so yeah, James Husband with a fantastic job at left back. 6.92 tackles per game, so very dominating on the left side of the pitch there. Most key tackles, we've got no one up there though. Pontus Janssen doing very well. A lot of money. Might give him a quick scout, see how it goes. And then we've got the most clean sheets, Angus Gunn, 3 ahead of Vito Manoni, and 5 ahead of ex-Norwich goalkeeper John Ruddy from St Ives, who had 18 clean sheets. And Leeds conceded, again, John Ruddy was close behind him, conceded 4 more. Obviously, Angus Gunn kept a lot more clean sheets, so he done better. So yeah, that is the stats of the teams, the players, and the next step now, guys, is to go into pre-season. Maybe change a few things around. I think I need to make some adjustments to the coaching staff. I definitely want to work on the youth players a lot more, even though we've got a lot of good young players coming through. And once I worked on the coaching, we obviously need to look at the players. There's a lot of players there that haven't really had much of an impact on the game this season and haven't really played too much. So I'll be looking at ways of shifting out the deadwoods and then hopefully bringing in some quality players. I want to ideally reduce the size of the squad because obviously the wages are going to be bigger, but then get real quality in there. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we've got a lot of young players coming into the first team who've been out on loan and done some good jobs. So yeah, hopefully next season will be an interesting one. Hopefully we can not get relegated. But yeah, if you want to see the next episode I'll do, it will be probably a pre-season one, just before the season starts, I would have thought, so I can get a few friendlies underway, try and get a few new faces, a few changes into the team. We'll have a look to see what I've done, and then the next game after that will be our first game in the Premier League. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like the video, please press on the like button. If you want to see the pre-season games and how Norwich and Dan Frey fares in the Premier League, then please click on the subscribe button. Carry on watching the channels. And really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.